She looked at the note in shock. Who would write a letter to her 5-year-old son? What did they want? She opened it and read it carefully over and over again. Then she started to cry. After calming down, she took a picture of the letter and posted it on Facebook. She wanted everyone to know what this man had done. Adam Houseami was 5 years old and lived with his family in Dearborn, Michigan. On a very hot summer day, he decided to set up a Kool-Aid stand to earn some extra money for the summer holidays. He figured that selling each cup of Kool-Aid for 50 cents would help him save up some pocket money. Adam's mom supported his idea and told him he could set up the stand on the sidewalk outside their house. She thought people walking by would want a cold drink on such a hot day, but Krista never expected anything unusual to happen that day. Krista went inside for her sunglasses as she intended to keep watch on her son from the porch. She had no intention of leaving him alone for more than a minute, but when she glanced out the window, she saw that a stranger had appeared out of nowhere and was talking to Adam. Then she saw the van. Rushing outside, Krista just missed the stranger. Krista was sweating. It was so unbelievably hot outside. Relieved, she turned to Adam and asked casually, "Did you sell some Kool-Aid?" Adam replied that no, he hadn't. "Well, what did the man want then?" Krista asked. What Adam then told her made her heart ache for her young son. Adam mumbled a few words and Krista didn't understand what he was saying at first. Then he recounted what had happened and she was taken aback. Adam told her that the man was the mailman and he must be hot from having to walk from house to house to deliver his mail. So he had asked him if he wanted to buy some Kool-Aid. Krista's heart had leaped in her chest when she heard what the mailman had said to Adam, and she felt terrible for her little boy who had only wanted to make some pocket money. She had begun to wonder if Adam's Kool-Aid stand had even been a good idea. Then, Adam continued recounting what had happened with the mailman. Unfortunately, the mailman had no money on him, so Adam poured him a big cool glass of Kool-Aid and gave it to him for free. Krista started to grin. What a sweet thing for her boy to do. And then she thought no more about it. But she never could have imagined what would happen just 1 week later. Adam continued to man his Kool-Aid stall, but even during the heatwave, it hadn't been very successful. Krista's heart went out to her young son for trying so hard to make extra money for himself. She kept encouraging him. She even told her friends and everyone she met about Adam's Kool-Aid stand, hoping that they would come to support him. Then, one morning, something unexpected happened. Krista was going about her usual routine one morning when she went outside to check the mailbox. She opened it and saw a letter addressed to Adam. What could this be? She thought as she carefully unfolded it. Who would write a letter to her son? As she read on, it was soon apparent who the letter was from, and then she started to cry. The letter read, "Adam, remember last week when you were selling Kool-Aid on a hot day? I didn't have any money, but you offered me Kool-Aid anyways. Thanks, man. I was really thirsty. Good things happen to good people like you. Stay cool, dude. Mailman." Krista was touched, but that wasn't all the letter contained. Folded into the letter was a $20 bill. Krista couldn't believe her eyes. This astonishing gesture was a token of the mailman's appreciation. Adam would be thrilled. He would have had to sell 40 cups of Kool-Aid to make this amount of cash. Krista broke down in tears and then ran inside to show her son. In an interview later, Krista said, "It makes me feel really good to know that there are still people in this world that care." Her faith in humanity had been restored by the mailman's act of kindness, and she was so impressed that she immediately recounted the whole story on Facebook for everyone to see. Adam was selling Kool-Aid in the front yard last week, and he asked the mailman to buy some. He didn't have money on him, but Adam said, "It's okay, you can still have some," and he poured him a cup. "Today, the mailman put this in our mail. This seriously brought tears to my eyes. What a kind thing to do." Krista's post quickly went viral. Everyone was touched by the small act of kindness, and the entire community was proud to see people who showed such compassion. Soon, over 500 people had shared Krista's post, and the positive comments kept flooding in, but netizens weren't the only ones impressed by the uplifting story. The story was quickly picked up by news networks, and shortly after, people all around the world had heard about the sweet interaction between the little boy and the mailman. A commenter on YouTube wrote, "Help your fellow human with compassion and you will be rewarded," and another added, "Children will save us all." Eventually, The story had gained so much traction that Nebraska's WOW T6 News Facebook page featured a segment on Adam too, and the feedback from the people was astounding. "We need this kind of news every day. I'm so tired of all the negative and horrible stuff. Stories like this warm your heart and restore faith in humanity. Great job, kiddo. And thank you to the mailman for what you did too." Someone commented on the Facebook page. Krista was amazed by the response to her post, and she never thought the story would make it to the news. But there's one thing she's concerned about. She hopes Adam remembers his interaction with the mailman forever. She wants him to see it as a valuable lesson, one that everyone can learn from. Krista hopes that Adam's future actions will be guided by his encounter with the mailman and that he understands kindness is rewarded with kindness. "I think it will show him that, no matter what, you should help people," she said. Not even Krista expected that giving a man a glass of Kool-Aid would have such a big impact. That small gesture turned out to be something really big, Krista added. This story shows that paying it forward, even with a small act, can make a huge difference. Adam's small act of kindness touched the mailman so deeply that he felt compelled to return the favor. It just goes to show that kindness really does make the world go round.